welcome to a new episode of VisitR. We're here on location with our new co-host, VisitR, the Wolf, and we are in the Wolf's Den. You got anything to say to these guys?
Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome to the Wolf Den, and awesome to have you here.
Yeah, nice. I figure, you know what? This is a special episode in the meantime of us getting our fantastic set done. We talked about the UFO. It took us long enough, right? But I'm glad we took our time. I have a couple presents here to just give you. Let's start with hey. All right. So you were in a lot of bands. We had a few people that are friends and acquaintances that are in a lot of bands as well. And this is your lair, and this is where you do a lot of your work with your singles and your many guitars. You can't see them all, but they're everywhere. It's fantastic here. So my buddy Mike Althouse, he's in numerous bands. The latest band he's in is Broiled Humanoids. It's really cool. A lot of more so punk, underground. You know, he's kind of like us and doesn't necessarily care too much about. You know, we all need money in life, but doesn't care too much about like just going right to the top or getting all this money and doing all this sort of thing. He's doing it for the passion of doing it, right? You know. And anyway, I had to plug him. So all right, well I'm gonna give this is Broiled Humanoids. All right. This is one of his merch, his shirts, and here, take that.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You know, he's got. This isn't his current band, but
wear this and help support.
Right on.
Yeah, that's I'm all about supporting bands I'm into. And
Banged Up is another one of his. He's still out there. So here's a CD of that. Consequences. This is a good one. Take that.
Oh, nice.
Another one. What else do I got?
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
oh
really
man.
Cool.
All right.
I'm definitely gonna play this in my car when
try it out
tomorrow on my way to
Tell me what you think too.
Shopping and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Along with that, everybody knows. Well, if they don't already,
thank you.
Oh, welcome. That I do children's books. I dabble in ice story projects, and one of them is the Moonies, and 4 little alien babies, kind of like the Muppet Babies, if anybody's familiar with that. In the past, we're kind of old. We show our age all the time. But, with that said, they're similar to this. This is a good company here, Galactic Cuties. But I want to present you with this alien baby here. We have the LEDs going on. You can add it to your den if you want here. So it's got a little thing. So here, take that.
Yeah, maybe I can put him in a video, in a music video.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. All right, one of the things
I'm gonna use mics off and everything.
See, we got. All right, now.
Cool.
You like it?
Yeah, that's
cool.
Pardon.
This one here. Now, as you know, I used to, growing up with a skater buddy of mine, Bam Margera, we can't hide it. But through those years, I got to meet like so many people I always wanted to meet. People that I grew up with, watching on videos, and then it's so surreal in real life. You get to be like, yeah, oh my goodness. One of them. All right, this one I made. All right, I made a bunch for these people that are already out there and established, but I didn't give this one to him yet and he knows about it. Jared Leto. I made this for Jared Leto. It's called 30 Seconds to Mars. All right, I don't know if you can see it on this. We're doing this from a cell phone because we're on the move, But 30 Seconds to Mars to the Wolf, VisitR's co-host, because Jared Leto said so. But this glows in the dark, and I hope you like it.
Oh, wow.
Accept this gift, new co-host,
really cool.
Wolf.
You know how I like glow in the dark stuff.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Hope you can add it to your collection.
Here
Okay.
in my collection, I definitely will. Yeah.
All right. Good.
Wow.
Well, welcome. We're so happy that you're here.
Thank you so much. This is really cool. That's awesome.
All right. Yeah. We're doing it raw. We're doing it with cell phone. We got like one cell phone right for now. It's just fine with us. We know what's coming. But what do I got? Oh,
hey, cell phones are amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Cell phones have come such a long ways.
Yeah, and showing our age. Like I think it was 2003. I started doing some documentary stuff, filming for a friend of mine, Damon Feldman. He does these celebrity boxing. Damon, what's up? Do you remember? Remember me? I'd come in with my gear. But now. We don't need all that. If we had what we had back then, if I did, I'd basically come into your shows instead of hooking up to the whole bar and all these cameras. I'd basically use a cell phone and wireless Bluetooth. It's amazing, the technology, right? But all right, so this is our co-pilot hat. A lot of buddies joke with me, they're like, what kind of hat? It's a pilot's hat. And, you're the co-host. You want to do the honors? You want to go ahead?
I guess.
Boom, rock it. Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh, what do you got there?
What?
It looks like
it's not blood.
Typo
Not blood.
negative, typo
Oh,
negative,
some of my ink?
tattoos.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I did get this done. Kenny,
I like that. That's cool.
you have the pedal.
Yeah,
Flash forward. That's right. Don't you have one of those?
I used the pedal that Kenny
From Typo Negative, the band. Yeah, he made
developed.
this.
This is the pedal that was in his head, the sound he wanted. It's right there.
Mm.
I use this pedal for a lot of videos and a lot of my music. This thing is great because it's not too over the top. It's not too under. It makes the sound really pop out, and it gives a certain type of treble to the sound. It makes it really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love this pedal.
Now,
And
you
love Typo Negative. They're awesome. And
I love San Dimas. Remember that Bill and Ted event?
I'm proud to be able to have that pedal. And I also want to thank Kenny for developing that pedal because it's so cool. It's thank you for making such a cool pedal.
Thanks, Kenny. Yeah. So, all right, real quick with the Kenny, all these guitars, I see, God, look at, dude, is there a special one that when you use this pedal, a guitar or any guitar that you decide to use that day, sounds just as cool with the pedal?
Anything I plug in with that, use that pedal with is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, it works great with everything. It works even good with even all my amps. It works good with the Boss GT 1000 core. It works great with the Angle. It works great with Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Anything I'm using for the type of sound I'm looking for, that pedal is cool.
Forgive me. I'm gonna grab it. Here's one of them in sight. Real quick. Oh, God. Tell me about this one. This is an Ibanez here, right?
Yeah.
Forgive me. This is one of your babies.
Well, this is.
I don't know if we can see it. It's kind of dark in your den, but that's fine.
This is a special Ibanez. This is a neck through. It's not a bolt on. So
a
it's
neck
really,
through.
really great sound. It has the DiMarzios. This thing really kicks a little butt. You can't really see it on the camera too much, but it's got this really beautiful, cool purple back here.
God, it looks good in person.
I tried this and it stuck to my hand. I just had to take it home. It wouldn't let go of me either. So yeah, so I kept it, and I've been using that for quite a few months.
Guys, it feels so soft for a guitar.
Lately, I just replaced the guitar. I wish I'd never sold, but I've actually got the upgraded, better one. Now, this is At the Gates Solar pedal. This is from the band At the Gates. This is a baritone. This thing is really awesome. It has a great low sound. It has Fishman modern electronic pickups in it. This is just a killer guitar, and for a baritone, it's not that hard to play. That guitar feels like it was made for me. It just feels so good. All the Solar guitars feel really good, and
some of you not guitarists be like, I don't know what the hell he just said, but that's a nice piece of
Of
right?
course, I got my Gibsons too, and this is the Gibson that we showed in the first episode.
Is that the alien iguana color I like?
The alien iguana color. I still use this. It's nice and light. It's really featherweight.
Love it.
It's got great sounding pickups. It's a good, really good guitar. That's one of my favorite go-tos also.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, that's where a lot of my...
I know you're looking around. You're like, I want to talk about that one. I want to talk about that one. I want to talk about that one. That one. That one. That one. Well, we'll get to all that, I guess.
I've got a guitar problem. Well, a lot of music.
When we first started, I always say I don't think it's a problem. I remember when we first got you out there a little bit too more. I just, like I said earlier, like I was like, yo, John 5, hey, remember me? Hey, what do you think of my buddy? This person, that person. What do you know what I mean? All these people, and you got some traction. Well, yeah, I was just every time you would do like a different riff. It's like not only do my bands come in and we're like, yo, is that guy hired? Like, what's his deal? Like, we love,
I'm getting that a lot lately.
Yeah,
I'm getting a lot of bands.
We got.
Actually, you're asking me if I'm playing. I have one
real
band that's asked
names.
me to move to Texas.
Wow.
To play with them, a metal band, and but I like it here. I mean, I've done the music thing, I've done the traveling thing, I've done all the big outside show things. I've done that for so many years that I just love doing my own thing now. If somebody comes along and wants to do a project with me, or I do a project with them, or something
so
like
you
that. That's
still
cool.
are,
I mean, definitely consider that and everything. That's cool. And I'm getting so many great comments and everything. I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate.
Now you know there's gonna be haters. We gotta ignore that noise, right?
Everybody has them. No matter what you do, you got haters.
Aren't they always the people that
You
are
can be a
like
big
not doing
sports
anything
player.
themselves though?
You
Right?
can be one of the greatest kickers in football and still have haters.
Ah, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
even
that
people are like,
happens.
Tommy Lee, you suck at drums. Like,
Yeah.
no, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And heck, and these people are like, oh, okay, who said that? It's
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, who do you look like? There's no profile pic on your thing or whatever, you know? Well, what are you doing? Nothing. Are you just out there plugging, oh, you troll, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's hard, but it's hard not to, you know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody. A big, huge thank you for everybody that's following me and supporting me and everything. I really appreciate that, and
Dude, I love you, man.
that's really awesome. I really like that. That's what keeps it going too. You know.
Mm-hmm. You know, I just had a birthday, and I'm not going to say who, but it was a very special person. A lot of people. Special person came out. Thank you, by the way. You know who you are. There's, you know, vampires, wolves, and we got plenty zombies, right? We're out there, but we're all visitors. We are. I don't care, even politically, right? You're on the right. You're on the left. You're on the left. You're on the right. You're on the middle. You're this. You're that. You look like that. You look like this. Whoa! You're a soul. You're a visitor. We're visiting down here, right? So all that flubber I always say just doesn't matter, right? You know. So it's just I try not to get politics involved. We shouldn't, you know. And you got to say now too. You're the calling some shots, right? What do you?
I don't.
No politics.
No, I don't put any politics in any of my comments or anything like that, or any of my music or anything anybody's talking to me about with music. I do not bring up politics in my comments because I just don't go there, because I don't particularly like how a lot of politics put people against each other.
Oh.
That's not
An
cool.
illusion
I don't
to
like that
distract.
at all.
Yeah,
I mean, come
get
on.
everybody fighting. That's how they
It's
can
politics.
control, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
And just when we get down to it, most of them, they all buy anyway.
You never, you don't know what's it. Their agendas are different. It's all usually money based or whatever, control based, or you know. And they have these, I'm not going to say too much, but if you're keen on it, the bottom line is, try not to let people in your bubbles. Try to stay positive, optimistic, right? Find the commonalities and the baselines of all of us while we're down here. Everybody always says, oh, you only live once, blah, blah, blah. And of course we know you pretty much only die once unless you can remember your past lives, right? But you live every day. You don't live once. You live every day, right? Every day is a new day, right? So, and when you get that gratitude, I think it helps a lot, right? Anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to live with anger and hate. That's bad for you.
No.
And when you spread something like that, it comes back on you too.
Yeah, the laws of attraction in a sense, right?
Yeah, because
believe me, I know a lot of witches.
You think positive and you're kind
like
to other people and give other people their space in their room, and the same thing usually comes back to you.
Mm-hmm. You got it. Which is all good. I'm gonna cut this. I feel like VisitR, our thing is we're creating a lot of new friends and of all types because we're all visitors, right? So open. How did we end up with that? It just works so perfectly because it's so true. Damn friends. Oh, I remember my first best friend. Yeah. I gotta tell you, can I tell you a story?
Of course.
Donnie Deal, God bless him. All right, he had passed away from cancer. Horrible, and he had spent a lot of his later years out in Arizona, under the stars, playing music. I bring him up to that's another thing. He's so into his music, and he's very good. And he was just robbed of it too short. And he always said in one of his lyrics, "They stole my ride." This evil cancer, all that. But speaking of rides. When we were he was 4 years old, I was 5 years old. I have to get this out. Why not? It's a meet and greet. You get to know. We're in Wolf's Den. Anything goes. You get to know us a little more, And I'm sitting there in the 80s. I had a big King Cobra big wheel, and it was a big black thing. And it was I'm sitting in it. My mom's putting flowers by the mailbox, planting flowers. And his mother, Mrs. Steele, is talking to my mom, and I didn't, and she's like, I have a son, you have a lunch date, whatever. And I hear tink, 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 tink's getting louder and louder and faster, right? And back then there was all kinds of weird stuff you could ride, like they made centipedes and, these things. And well, he had this shoe, it was a blue shoe with these like red, wheels or whatever. And he got close and the right side of his shoe hit my big wheel, and the shoe, yeah, man, the shoe was like, I can still to this day flying past my face into the street, you know, down the, and then this kid, 4 years old, cutest kid, with a Bert and Ernie Sesame Street shirt. I remember it specifically. And he's like, oh, damn it, Chuck, God, damn it. And his mom was like, Donnie, oh, you know, like, Donnie. And I'm like, oh, whoa. And then, you know, we've been best friends ever since then. It was just like, you know, from that point on. And then, you know, it's just weird how things work out. But I did write a song for him to, you know, well, yeah, to plug it. It's called Sometimes. If you ever lose somebody, but him specifically though, I wrote that for Don Deal. Sometimes, so it's out there or whatever. I'm not, you know. Anyway, but yeah, the music is definitely healing, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I learned that from a lot of people, plus myself. I, you know, remember getting into it, you know. So I don't know. It's not necessarily about you or me. It's about both of us and what we can do to relate to everybody, right? It was,
Oh yeah.
anything goes. Anything.
Definitely.
What are you thinking? How's your week going?
It's going pretty good, and now it's even better. It's the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. I still have to work a job too. I'm not independently wealthy musician or anything like that. I do my videos and my music at night.
I want you to enjoy
and weekends, and yeah. So far, it's good. It's going pretty good. I mean, I can't complain.
That's awesome. That's very good. You know,
I try to stay positive all the time about things. I try not to let things get to me.
Not at all. Never. You can't. We can't. You know, it's like yeah. I lost my train of thought. There's so many things to talk about. I just lost my train of thought. Forget having paper. You know what I mean? Yeah. I said it in a couple episodes. Right. You know, we're always on paper, but you know, it never.
I know where you're coming
from
with your friend there because my girlfriend of over 10 years, Nadine, we had a band together. She sang really good. She played some instruments too, and we toured all over the country playing for 10 years. She died of cancer about, I guess it was like, it must have been 8 years ago now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she was told time after time by the doctors, we got to keep an eye on this. And she wouldn't go to the doctor, so.
It's scary sometimes, though. You know, you're like, I don't want them to tell me. You got 6 months, kid.
If you gotta watch something, you watch it. You go.
All right. Maybe this episode, when I watch it back, is gonna make me get a couple more checkups. I smoke way too many cigarettes, and occasionally, you know, they go down a little smooth at times. But you know, what's weird is I used to drink in my 20s. You know, you hate your life or your boss or you're learning stuff. You're like, I'm gonna drink stuff to forget or do you know, I'm gonna forget about it. You know, and temporarily it works, but then you wake up and it's even worse, whatever. But then, but you know, but then you take care of those demons or whatever it is, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna just deal with it, whatever it may be, and I don't need to use some crap. And then you do, and you fix it, and you're fine sober, you're fine good, you're in a good place. But then you're like, now I'm just going to party a little bit. Now I'm going to have a couple drinks to celebrate. You're like, because I'm happy. It's not even an excuse. It's like you're just, but then it's a health issue right at that point. You know, addiction part away.
You know, go away.
Nah, yeah.
It's there the next morning.
Right. But
it's just,
yeah, man.
It's like taking aspirin if you have a health problem. It goes away for a few hours.
Yeah, even that, yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't make it go away.
Mm-hmm.
People handle things different ways.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, and that's another thing, too. Like, we're not alone, right? No. A lot of people feel so alone. We're not alone. You're not alone, right? Duh. But you're not. And we've got your backs here at VisitR. And this is part of the beginning. You know, we're just having fun with it, right? You having fun? I'm having fun. Right? This is fun. We're in the Wolf's Den. I'm so excited. Right?
I'm not perfect. I have my outlets, too. And I used to drink a lot myself years ago. Not anymore, but...
Speaking of drinking, I'm gonna fill this up. It's not even alcohol, but I'm gonna fill it up. I'm gonna cut this. I'm getting up. I'm gonna cut it. I might even leave it in. I might not. Is that cool with you? Right the way. Anything goes. All right.
Sip of coffee from my Nettle Mornings mug.
Nice. All right. So whoa, I'm looking at this layout in your den. So, all right, this is where you do a lot of your riffs, Wolf's riffs.
Yeah.
Right. So I like this background for now, for here, right? You know, but you change them up, don't you?
Yeah, I sure do. I get a lot of different backgrounds. I haven't used any green screen yet. It's all real backdrops.
The real deal, yeah.
And I
yeah.
try to get the really good quality ones that are made out of a good fabric.
Mm-hmm.
You get a really
So you know these creases, you'd be like, oh, I had to fold them up.
The
You got
cheap
iron.
plastic ones, you got to use a hot iron on. They're a pain in the ass. But these good ones here, they're like a sheet or something. They just flatten right out and they're fine.
You know what was a good one? I love all of them that you do.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. But the latest, you know what got a good one? Invasion was great. Blood Moon, the second one. They're all good, but the Blood Wolf. Well, Blood Moon 2, right? Blood Moon 2. We gotta throw that up. People that haven't seen it need to see it. But I remember within like the first week, not that you're out for it or anything, but it was so nice to see. Within like the first couple of days, all of a sudden I got 10,000 eyes on this thing and a lot of comments and messages behind the scenes about this from a lot of people. I'm like, okay. And
that one really took off. Yeah, I got that really cool background of a big blood moon that I'm playing in front of, and I dimmed the lights as much as possible. I wanted to make it look really cool. And that was actually during that big super blood moon.
You actually released it for the blood moon.
Yeah. And before that, I was just playing these things. A lot of these riffs I come up with, I don't think them up ahead of time.
They just come to you?
There with the guitar.
At the time, though?
It's like a gift. If it comes to me, I'll be sitting there, I'll be playing or something, I'll be trying to do a riff, and a riff will come out and say, oh, well, I can use this for that, or that. And then I'll have days where I can't do shit, where, this sucks, I can't do nothing, it's not coming out.
Preaching to the choir, you gotta feel it. Either flows that day or it doesn't.
And some days it'll be like a gift. I'm like, I'll get 2, maybe 3 riffs that I like, and I record them on my phone, on a simple recorder on my phone, so I don't forget them, because knowing me, sometimes the next day or something, I'll forget. How'd that riff go? I do so many fucking riffs that I like,
yes,
I'm forgetting stuff, so
the same way.
I got to record it so I don't forget it. And I say, okay, this will work for this. This one will work for that one. And yeah, it's like a gift. It's
it's a gift. He's so special. Oh,
yeah.
But
well,
it is
from the creator, or whoever wants me to do good music, or cool music, or fun music. It's
tapping into that.
It just happens. It's tap into it, and some days I don't.
Yeah. I love that.
I've studied a lot of music, but that doesn't always make things work. It's just what comes out of me at that moment.
Totally. I'll interject because we can. I grew up with my father. It was just such a big family. My father was such a good. My grandmother was a pianist to a sense where she would just play every week in a church for many, many years. A lot of other people in my family. And my dad, when he was young, he would play with Jim Croce and at these bars in like Media and PA on the East Coast. And I heard about a lot of those fun stories. And then like later on, just being like, yo, AJ, his son. I was like, hey Jay, look over here, my dad. And I threw out some things and noticed that he was playing a lot of good piano work, his son. But with my dad, like so many nights, like falling asleep on the beanbag. My father playing just anything you can imagine, like a lot of Beatles stuff, a lot of his own stuff. My dad's the kind of guy. He's still here, where you could just say, "I want this song," and he'd be like, "Oh, wait a minute, do I know it?" And he'll just by ear. It's crazy. And so much that when I was like 5, my mom put me in like piano for a while, and I had this Suzuki method, right, where like. You'd have these tapes that you go to bed. And at first I was like, what are you doing, Mom? She's like, just listen to this, And I would listen to sonatinas and a lot of classical stuff. And the goal was for me to wake up after a certain time and just, even though we learned how to read music and all that, but just play it from ear and have it flow. And surprisingly enough, that's how I learned a lot of like some of that, right?
That makes a lot of sense because I've heard that before. You know who else has said that?
Yeah.
Nita Strauss has said that they always played classical music at night in the house. I think pretty sure she said at night. And I think she would go to sleep in the classical music and would be playing. And of course that stuff stays in your head and it comes out in time. And
yeah.
She's a fantastic guitarist. I've gotten a lot. I've learned a lot from her. and she's been a big influence on me as well.
Nice.
A lot of other players, and Ola Englund and everything. He's been a big.
You know what? That reminds me. You know what's cool about that for me? Thinking about it is like some of the like Lionel Richie said. You know, I think of one of his documentaries. I love the documentary. It's about these guys. You know how they went and did the Live Aid back in the '80s, whatever. But he was saying, I think it was during that one. He's like, some of the simplest songs and music is just you don't even need an instrument. It's just like two things, right? You're like, I know what I can be like, or whatever, and it's just like. Just that simple. Sometimes you don't need all that like every single chord change.
It doesn't have to be difficult to sound good and be fun.
Dig it.
And people like people to like it. Yeah. It's what people are liking and what they're enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can appreciate some of the guitarists that are all over the place like
Sure.
Ingve and all that.
Goddamn, Eddie Halen is like we can crawl up the.
Yeah, it's really cool. I do some of that sometimes, but. For me, I'm more like the older school type metal stuff or Black Sabbath, where it's not how hard the riff is, it's how it sounds, how it hits people.
Yeah. I like that
when the vibe it gives.
Yeah.
You know, not how difficult it is to play.
Absolutely. Even some of Slayer's riffs, you know, you think of Slayer, you're like, oh my God, the imagery and this, and musically though. It's fantastic. Some of the, you know what I mean? It's an acquired taste, like we always say, you know. But you know, this music is just like some of the main. I think one of the main outlets, other than art and all these other things that people can get into, that I love pushing. I love it because it's a positive medicine, you know, outlet, and that's all we're about too. Like VisitR, right? But you know what? I'm excited. I think we should wrap this up. We don't have to. We can go on for hours.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna put my hat on,
the official. All right, I should say, and we gotta do Blood Moon.
You know?
I'm gonna edit Blood Moon. For those who haven't seen it, and I guess we should thank you for tuning in to this latest episode on our journey of VisitR, and we're gonna visit around a lot of places until we get to our main landing spot, which is our awesome UFO. I can't wait. The UFO set. You know, it's gonna be great. But until then, we're in the Wolf's Den, and he's our new co-host, VisitR, and congratulations and thank you, actually, for everything you did. Thank you for being our co-host.
For being here.
So, yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's awesome to have you.
It is. So, I guess until next time.
I'll raise you.
All right. We're going to do it
metal morning.
All right.
It's been a good metal morning.
All right. Till next time, America and the world. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace out.